So today's class is no doubt once again mole concept in particular problems on the small concepts. So yesterday we completed the theory in the small concepts. Once again I recollect the entire topic in brief words. So after completion of that, we are going towards your problems and formula. What are the formula used for this part? Okay. So listen once again carefully. These are the basics in your entire chemistry life. Please be conscious. Okay. 1 mole. This is basic. What is 1 mole from your yesterday's class? What is 1 mole from your yesterday's class? That is 1 mole. If atoms are considered, it is equal to gram atomic weight. If atoms are considered, this value is equal to gram atomic weight. Next, if atoms are only considered, this 1 mole is equal to 1 gram atom. 1 gram atom is equal to 1 mole. 1 mole is equal to 1 gram atom. 1 mole is equal to gram atomic weight. Automatically, 1 gram atomic weight is equal to 1 mole. Gram atomic weight is equal to 1 gram atom. No doubt, 1 mole is equal to gram atomic weight. 1 mole is equal to 1 gram atom. Therefore, 1 gram atom weight is equal to gram atomic weight. Gram atomic weight contains 1 gram atom. Gram atomic weight of substance contains 1 gram atom. Okay. Now, similarly, if we consider molecules, which is equal to gram molecular weight. Similarly, if we also consider molecules, this is another method. So, if we consider once again molecules, this is equal to 1 gram mole or 1 gram molecule. So 1 gram mole or 1 gram molecule. So molecules, if it is molecule, it is molecule. If it is atom, it is atom. So once again, 1 gram mole is equal to 1 mole. 1 mole is equal to 1 gram molecular weight. These two are equal. These two are equal. So 1 gram mole is equal to gram molecular weight. Gram molecular weight of any substance contains 1 gram mole. Gram molecular weight of any substance is equal to 1 mole. 1 mole. Next, if we consider particles, as it is atoms, molecules, so number of particles, that is equal to Avogadro's number. That is equal to Avogadro's number. Its value is equal to 6.023 into 10 power 23. Its value is equal to 6.023 into 10 power 23. So number of particles, that is number of chemical units. So whether it is atoms, molecules, ions, electrons, protons, neutrons, whatever it may be, 1 mole is equal to that much particles. 1 mole is equal to that much particles. Next, if we consider volume of gas at STP, that is equal to 22.4 liters. Any gas, not only a single gas, any gas volume at STP, 1 mole is equal to 22.4 liters or 22,400 milliliters, which is called as gram molar volume. Which is called as gram molar volume. So mind it. So volume, in terms of volume, it is equal to gram molar volume. In terms of particles, it is equal to Avogadro number. In terms of weight, either gram atomic weight or gram molecular weight. In terms of moles, it is gram atom or gram molecule. Next, if charge of electrons, 1 mole electrons, charge of 1 mole electrons is equal to 1 farad. Nothing but 96,500 coulombs. Already the calculation is completed yesterday. So that was completed, no doubt. So that is 96,500 coulombs. 96,500. So it is the wagon wheel. So for 1 mole is equal to all these are considered. Whatever you want to, that is compare whatever you want. So that comparison is very, very important. For example, gram atomic weight is equal to 1 mole. 1 mole contains Avogadro number of atoms. That means Avogadro number of atoms weight is equal to gram atomic weight. Avogadro number of atoms weight is equal to Avogadro. So compare these two. Here I am going here like this. Like Avogadro number of molecules weight is equal to gram molecular weight. I am going like this. So here it is weight, it is particles. Avogadro number of molecules is equal to gram molecular weight. Avogadro number of molecules is equal to 1 gram mole. Avogadro number of atoms is equal to 1 gram atom. So Avogadro number of particles, volume, gas molecules, volume is equal to 22.2. So whatever you want to compare, that is gram atomic weight of atoms, gas atoms, volume at STP is equal to 22.4 liters. Gram atomic weight of gas atoms at STP is equal to 22.4 liters. That is weight, this is volume, weight volume comparison. Weight volume comparison. Okay, so this is all about your mole concepts. If you know this one, so automatically everything you want to calculate is very clear. If you know this one. So anyone who don't know this concept, please write this topic in your paper. So I'm waiting for you. After that, I'm going to take some problems on this concept. Okay, please write. Please write on your paper. Please write. Just 2 minutes. 2 minutes time for you. Please write. Yes, I'm going to take problems. You don't worry. Wait for some time. So many others are there. Please wait. Okay. Yes. So what are the problems on this concept? Problems. So if you know the weight, you calculate number of atoms. If you calculate number, or if you have number of atoms, we are going to take how much is the weight. Weight is converted into volume. So everything here is convertible with the help of that 1 mole topic. Okay. Now I'm going to give one more formula about this topic. So please note that. So average atomic mass of an element is equal to average atomic mass of an element is equal to sigma percentage abundance of that particle into its atomic weight by 100. Percentage abundance into atomic weight by 100. It is sigma value. So one more. I'm going to take one problem on this concept. So it is one of the methods to calculate atomic weight of the element. In particular, it is average because when isotopes are given to you, their atomic mass and percentage abundance are given to you. So by using that, exact atomic mass is calculated. So now average atomic mass of an element is equal to sigma percentage abundance into atomic weight into 100. Okay. So note down the problem here. If dry air, so I'm going to take problem. If dry air is considered, if dry air is considered to have only N2 and O2, only N2 and O2, and is found to have average atomic molecular mass as 28.84. What is the composition of dry air? What is the composition of dry air? So in this problem, so air is taken, dry air. It is only having nitrogen, no other gases are there, CO2, water vapor, something else are there. Actually, air contains those are also, but he considers only those two. So its average molecular mass, that air average molecular mass is 28.84. Now, what is the percentage of that nitrogen and oxygen in this one? Yes, correct. Now, apply this formula here. Apply this formula. Here it is average atomic mass. Here I am going to take average molecular mass. So, average molecular mass, which is equal to 28.84, which is equal to percentage abundance of first component. So, let N2 be the percentage, that is N2 is the first component. So, let X be the percentage abundance of N2, and its molecular mass N2, it is 28. Now, 2 nitrogens, each nitrogen has 14, 14 plus 14, 28. It is the molecular mass of N2 plus, so total percentage is 100, remaining is X, 100 minus X is the percentage abundance of that O2. O2 molecular weight is 32. O2 molecular weight is 32. By total percentage is 100. Total percentage is 100. So now after completion calculation, X, which is nothing but percentage of N2, which is equal to 79%. So automatically remaining percentage of O2 is equal to 100 minus 79, which is equal to 21%. So this is the simplest way to calculate percentage weight of some elements. So same formula is also used in terms of isotopic abundance. Isotopic abundance of first one and its atomic weight plus isotopic abundance of second one and its atomic weight, something. Isotopic abundance of third one and the atomic weight by total isotopic abundance, that is 100. By using this, we will calculate the atomic weight of the elements also. Here, molecular weight of air is considered, that is percentage weights are considered. It is simplest way. So it is based on this concept. So isotopic abundance are also used here. Isotopic abundance also used here. Okay, it is one more. Next. Now, is this clear? Here I am going to solve some problems. Based on the top problems, I am going to write some formulae. Okay, yesterday I sent some problems, no doubt. All those problems, that is your homework after completion. So today, please solve today also, because I am solving now some problems here. So these problems are very helpful to solve that paper. That's why that solution, that assignment is for today, not for yesterday. So please solve that paper today. If you have any doubts, I am clarifying today or tomorrow's class. Okay. So now I am going to take some problems. I am taking some problems. Using that problems, I am going to give some formula. I am going to derive some formula here. Okay. So now the first problem is calculate the number of moles of present in 10.6 grams of Na2CO3. So first, from the simple one, we are going to towards some difficult one. So it is the simplest one. Yes, it is simplest one. So you want to calculate number of moles of this particular substance. We know the molecular weight of gram molecular weight of that Na2CO3 as, so 2 into sodium 23 plus carbon 12 plus 3 into 16, altogether it is 106, which is expressed in grams. That is the gram molecular weight is this one. According to today's starting topic, so gram molecular weight of any substance is equal to 1 mole. Therefore, 1 mole Na2CO3 weight is equal to 106 grams. 1 mole Na2CO3 weight is equal to 106 grams. Now he wants to calculate 10.6 grams Na2CO3. So this is 10.6 grams Na2CO3. How many moles are available? So just by taking cross multiplication, that is 10.6 by 106, which is equal to 0.1 mole. That is equal to 0.1 mole. So that means, so 10.6 grams Na2CO3 contains 0.1 mole. So I'm going to take some formula because it is highly difficult to compare every time. That's why number of moles indicated with the letter N. Number of moles indicated with the letter N. So what is this value? This is the given weight. This is the given weight. What is this value? This is the molecular weight of the substance. Therefore, number of moles is equal to weight of that substance by gram molecular weight. It is the first formula to calculate number of moles. Number of moles N is equal to small n. Small n is the number of moles. Capital N is Avogadro number. Number of moles N is equal to weight of the substance by gram molecular weight of the substance. So if something weight is given to you, so how many moles? Just using this formula, weight by gram molecular weight, it is simply that gives the number of moles. So simply number of moles. Now the formula is, so I'm going to write above, that is formula standing number of moles indicated with the letter small n is equal to weight of the substance by gram molecular weight. If molecules are given, it is gram molecular weight. If atoms are given, or weight by gram atomic weight. Weight of the substance by gram molecular weight if molecules are given. So weight of the substance by gram atomic weight if atoms are given. Atoms are given. So this is the formula used to calculate number of moles. Okay. So next, after that, so one more problem. Now, that is how many molecules are present in, how many molecules are present in 16 grams methane gas? How many molecules are present in 16 grams methane gas? So you want to calculate number of molecules. Number of molecules. So using some weight. As we know, is wait for that one. So I am mind it. So here I am going to ask number of molecules, not moles. Moles kadandi. It is not moles. It is number of molecules. Okay. So number of molecules, nothing but. So we know that 1 mole is equal to gram molecular weight. 1 mole is equal to gram molecular weight. For methane, gram molecular weight of methane, which is equal to 16 grams. 16 grams. So that means, so now I'm going to change this value for our calculation purpose. It is 3.2 grams. Let it be 3.2 grams. So 16 grams methane. 16 grams methane is equal to 1 mole. So 1 mole is equal to, in terms of molecules, that is 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules. All this from your wagon wheel. So 1 mole is equal to this much molecule. 1 mole is equal to gram molecular weight. That molecular weight of methane is 16 grams. Okay. Now 3.2 grams contains how many molecules? 3.2 contains how many molecules? Just by calculation, cross multiplication. Now 3.2 by 16 into 6.023 into 10 power 23. Now this value is taken as the n. Okay. Okay. So now how much is this value? 0.2 into n. 0.2 into n. Okay. Is this 0.2? So 32 by 10. Okay. 2. Okay. 0.2 into n. So this 0.2 into n, this much molecules are present in 32 grams. Now, from this, I want to note a formula. How to calculate number of molecules? Okay. How to calculate number of molecules? Number of molecules is equal to given weight by its molecular weight into Avogadro number. Given weight by its molecular weight is nothing but number of moles. Number of moles is nothing but small n. Number of moles is nothing but small n. So this small n, this is nothing but capital N. That means small n into capital N is equal to number of molecules. Small n into capital N is equal to number of molecules. If you want to calculate number of molecules, just multiply the small n capital N. Small n is number of moles, capital N is that is Avogadro number. Avogadro number is 6.023 into 10 power 23. Small n is calculated by using either of these two formulas. Small n is calculated either of these two formulas. So that is why. So number of molecules is equal to small n into capital N. So once again I am going to write another formula here. Number of molecules is equal to small n into capital N. Number of molecules is equal to small n into capital N. Is this clear? So here just comparing by using that mole. If you know one mole, you should calculate everything. So just by comparing those two. So this is known term, this is unknown term. Known term is compared with unknown term. Okay. So this is the number of molecules. Number of molecules is equal to small n into capital N. Now, so one more model. I am going to take one more model. What is that part? That is calculate the number of atoms present in 8 grams of oxygen gas. Calculate the number of atoms present in 8 grams of oxygen gas. How to calculate this number of moles, number of atoms? So mind it, in your previous topic, it is the number of moles, but not number of atoms. Now I am going to take, so how to calculate the number of atoms? Number of atoms. Okay. So how to calculate? Check it once again. From your known term. So that is, we know 1 mole is equal to oxygen gas. Oxygen gas is nothing but O2. Oxygen gas is nothing but O2. O2 is nothing but molecule. Molecule is given. That is why 1 mole is equal to gram molecular weight of O2. Because it is molecule, it is gram molecular weight. If it is atom, it is atomic weight. Okay. So it is gram molecular weight of O2. So gram molecular weight of O2 is nothing but oxygen atomic weight 16 to oxygen, that is 32 grams. Gram molecular weight of O2 is equal to 32 grams. No doubt, we know 1 mole is equal to 6. So simply n molecules. N molecules. So therefore, n molecules weight is equal to 32 grams. But here 8 grams. 8 grams is equal to how many molecules? That is, so 8 into n by 32, that is equal to n by 4 molecules. N by 4 molecules. but I'm going to ask atoms. But I'm going to ask atoms. We know that one molecule of one molecule of O2 contains 2 oxygen atoms. Is this correct or not? One molecule of O2 contains 2 oxygen atoms. This much molecule contains how many atoms? That is, one molecule has 2 atoms. N by 4 has how many atoms? N by 4 has how many atoms? That is, N by 4 into 2, which is equal to N by 2 atoms. N by 2 atoms. Okay? So not small n, it is capital N, my dear boy. Small n is equal to mole. That is the symbol for mole. It is capital N. So capital N. That means finally calculate the number of atoms. How many atoms are present in N? That is 8 grams of oxygen gas. So N by 2 atoms, not N by 4. It is N by 2 atoms. So therefore, how to calculate this N by 2? N by 2. That is, one molecule contains 2 atoms. The number of atoms present in one molecule of a substance is called as atomicity of the element. Find it. What is atomicity of the compound? Atomicity of the compound is equal to number of atoms present in one molecule of substance. Number of atoms present in one molecule of substance is called its atomicity. For example, so one methane molecule I am going to take. How many atoms are present here? Carbon 1 plus hydrogen 4, that is 5. Atomicity of methane is 5. Atomicity of methane is 5. Now, H2SO4 I am going to take. Sulfuric acid. Its atomicity is equal to 2 plus 1 plus 4. Overall, it is 7. It is its atomicity. That is, 7 atoms are present in one molecule of H2SO4. 5 atoms are present in one molecule of methane. So that is atomicity is 5. So what is the atomicity? Number of atoms present in one molecule of the substance. For example, oleum is taken. Oleum. What is this formula? Oleum. It is H2S2O7. Oleum is nothing but H2S2O7. How much is its atomicity? So that is 7 plus 2 plus 2, that is 11 is the atomicity. 11 is the atomicity. If you know the formula, that is one molecule of the substance. One molecule of the substance contains number of atoms. How many number of atoms present in that molecule is called as its atomicity. Just like that, O2 has 2 atoms, that the atomicity of 2 oxygen is 2. Oxygen is 2. So now it is nothing but number of molecules. Number of molecules is nothing but small n into capital. This is number of molecules. Number of molecules is multiplied with what is this 2? It is atomicity. It is number of molecules. Number of molecules is multiplied with atomicity, that gives number of atoms. Number of molecules multiplied with atomicity is equal to number of atoms. So, is this clear? Did you understand me? Did you understand me, please, my dear boy? So, do you know how to calculate the number of atoms? Please be conscious, whether it is atoms, whether it is molecules, moles, volume, what you want to ask. Please go through like that. Through that. Please, very, very important. So now I am going to write one more formula here. That is, third one, number of atoms is equal to small n into capital N into atomicity. Okay. Yes. Avogadro number says both molecules are both atoms, but if molecular weight is considered, molecules that says molecules. If atomic weight is taken, that says atoms. Atomic weight contains atoms, molecular weight contains molecules. How many molecules, how many atoms? That is n atoms or n molecules. So mind it. So if you consider atomic weight, that contains n atoms. If you consider molecular weight, that is n molecules. That's n molecules. So that is why, so what you want to calculate, please be conscious. Please be conscious about that. If you want atoms, you calculate this formula. If you want molecules, up to this formula. up to this one. If you want only moles, this is moles. Okay. Now one more. Now one more. What is that? That is calculate the volume occupied by 2 grams of H2 gas. Calculate the volume occupied by 2 grams of hydrogen gas. Okay. So you want to calculate volume. The given value is mass. Mass to volume ratio is either atomic weight or molecular weight is equal to 22.4 liters. Yes, correct. 22.4 liters. Now, 1 mole is equal to, because O2H2 is a molecule. Because H2 is a molecule, 1 mole is equal to gram molecular weight of H2, which is equal to 2 grams. Now, 1 mole is equal to 1 mole of any gas at HCP. Mind the volume occupied by gas at HCP, finally. HCP. So, 1 mole is equal to 22.4 liters. Now, 22.4 liters H2 having 2 grams mass. Here also 2 grams mass. So, 2 grams mass occupies how much liters? 22.4 liters. For example, if it is 20 grams, so 2 grams occupies 22.4 liters, 20 grams occupies how many liters? So 2 grams occupies 22 liters, 20 grams occupies how many liters? That is 22.4 into 20 by 2. Cross multiplication, which is equal to 224 liters at SCP. 224 liters at SCP. So mind it is in liters. So 224 liters at SCP. So now how to calculate? How to calculate the volume of the gas? So mind it. Okay. Here it is. This is the given weight. This is the given weight. This is the molecular weight of the substance. That means weight by molecular weight, nothing but small n. Am I correct? It is the given weight of the substance. It is the molecular weight of the substance. So weight by molecular weight is equal to small n. Small n into 22.4 liters is equal to volume. Small n into 22.4 liters is equal to volume. And so therefore, fourth one, volume of gas at STP is equal to small n into 22.4 liters. Small n into 22.4 liters. Okay. So if you know small n into multiplied with 22.4 liters, that is so volume occupied by that gas. Volume occupied by that gas. Because n is the number of moles. One mole occupies 22.4 liters. 10 moles occupies 22.4 into 10. Okay. So this is one more. Now, how many moles? How many moles of ozone present in 5.6 liters of each at STP? 5.6 liters of it at STP. So mind it, how many moles? So you want to calculate moles by using the volume. We know 1 mole of any gas, it is O3, is equal to 22.4 liters. Now 5.6 liters is equal to how many moles? 5.6 liters is equal to how many moles? That is 5.6 into 1 by 22.4 liters. What is this 5.6? This is 1 by 4 liters. 1 by 4 moles. 1 by 4 moles. So what is this? So it is nothing but, and moles is calculated by using volume, given volume in liters by 22.4. Given volume in liters by 22.4 liters, that gives the number of moles. That means number of moles is also calculated by using another formula, that is given volume in liters by 22.4 or given volume in ml by 22,400. That is the one of the methods to calculate number of moles. If volume is given, given volume by 22.4 liters. If weight is given, weight by atomic weight or weight by molecular weight. If weight is given, weight by atomic weight or weight by molecular weight. If volume is given, given volume in liters by 22.4 liters or in milliliters, that is 22,400 milliliters. So it is another method to calculate molecular weight of the substance, that is the number of moles of the gas. Next. Next, that is, is this easy? So did you understand me? Are these calculations very clear or not? Yes, thank you. Plus, but you don't confuse at anywhere, my dear boys. If you are going through confusion, everything is going to confusion. If atoms are given, see here, if atoms are given, use atomic weight. If molecules are given, use molecular weight. That is the simplest logic point. That is the simplest logical point. Very, very important. Okay. Now I am going to take one more concept. One more point. That is, calculate the number of moles present in 3 into 10 power 23 molecules of O3 gas. Yes, correct. Calculate the number of moles present in this much molecules of gas. This much molecules of gas. Okay. So no doubt, as we know that 1 mole of any gas contains 6 into 10 power 23 molecules. 6 into 10 power 23 molecules. Now, how many molecules are given? 3. 3 into 10 power 23 molecules contains how many moles? That is 3 into 10 power 23 by 6 into 10 power 23. This is equal to 1 by 2, half mole. This is half mole. So that means if molecules are given to you, my dear boys, if molecules are given to you, number of moles is calculated by using the formula, number of moles is equal to given number of molecules by Avogadro number. Number of moles is equal to given number of molecules by Avogadro number, which is equal to number of moles. So these are the simplest way. If number of moles, weight by gram molecular weight, if molecular weight is given, atoms are given, weight by atomic weight in terms of weight, in terms of volume, given volume in liters by 22.4 liters. So in milliliters, if molecules, the particles are given to you, so this is given number of molecules by Avogadro number. That is Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 power 23. So whatever it may be the formula, use it to calculate number of moles. Once you know the number of moles, that number of moles multiplied with Avogadro number, that gives number of molecules. Again, so see here, this is number of moles multiplied with Avogadro number, n and n cancel, that gives number of molecules. So now number of molecules is equal to small n into capital N. So small n into capital N. If you know the number of molecules, now counting the number of atoms. So one molecule contains its atomicity. So that is small n into capital N molecules contains into its atomicity. That is small n into capital N into atomicity is equal to number of. Okay. So small n into capital N into atomicity is equal to number of atoms. So volume of the gas at STP is equal to small n into 22.4 liters. All these I don't write strictly. Everything I am going to write here by using some formulae, some problems. So I am doing some problems based on some problems. So all these formulas are I am going to derived here. Okay. So my dear boys, please be remember all these points, all these formulas. So if you know this one, everything is easy. Okay. So now I'm going to get one more different type of problem. What is that? Now calculate the number of electrons present in azide ion. Calculate the number of electrons present in azide ion. Okay, how to calculate this problem? So is anyone knows? So calculate the number of electrons present in azide ion. Present in azide ion. Okay, first of all, okay, solve yourself. Don't wait for me. So first of all, azide ion. What is this azide ion? Azide ion is N, 3 atoms with -1 charge. This is azide ion. 3 nitrogens having -1 charge, my dear boys. 3 nitrogen atoms having -1 charge. This is called as azide ion. So that is, do you know N3H? N3H is nothing but hydrozoic acid. N3H is hydrozoic acid. Hydrozoic acid, it is N3H. It splits into N3 minus ion and H plus ion. Everything which liberates H plus ion is called as an acid. It is hydrozoic acid, it liberates H plus ion by taking this ion. This ion, N3 with minus charge, is called as azide ion. That is azide ion. Okay. So if you know azide ion, now I am going to calculate this as the number of electrons present in azide ion. Okay. N3 minus. That means it contains 3 nitrogen atoms plus -1 charge. It has -1 charge. That is, each nitrogen has 7 electrons. 3 into 7 electrons. But because of this -1, it gains 1 electron. Gaining of electrons gives negative charge, losing of electrons gives positive charge. -1 means 1 electron is gained. That is 21 plus 1, that is 22 electrons are present. Mind it, in one azide ion, 22 electrons are present. In one azide ion, 22 electrons are present. Okay. Now, I want to calculate how many number of electrons present in 14 grams of azide ion. Calculate the number of electrons present in 14 grams of azide ion. 14 grams of azide ion, mind it. So now first of all calculate how many azide ions are present in 14 grams. Just like molecules, calculate ions. Just like molecules, calculate ions. So number of molecules is equal to small n into capital N. Small n is equal to weight by atomic weight or weight by molecular weight or weight by ionic weight. If ions are given to you, that is ionic weight is used. Okay. So once again, mind it. One azide ion contains 22 electrons. Please remember. Please remember. Now here, 14 grams azide ion. So we know ionic weight is equal to nitrogen, 3 nitrogen atoms. Each nitrogen has atomic weight 14. Each nitrogen has atomic weight 14. 3 into 14 grams is the atomic weight. That ionic weight. That ionic weight. Okay. So that is the weight. That is weight by how much is the weight is given to you? 14 grams. Now I am going to use this formula. Number of azide ions is equal to small n weight by ionic weight, gram ionic weight into capital N. That is weight is how much is given to you? 14 by 3 into 14. 3 into 14 into Avogadro number 4 N. These are number of ions, number of azide ions. So now number of electrons in 14 grams N3 minus is equal to this much ions are available. That is 14.3. That is finally it is cancelled. N by 3. N by 3 into 22. What is this 22? This is the total number of electrons present in one azide ion. This much azide ions are present. This much azide ions are present. So this much azide ions are present. So one azide ion contains 22 electrons. So N by 3 into 22, that is total number of electrons present in 14 grams of azide ion. Okay, once again I am going to repeat. Given weight of azide ion is equal to 14 grams. Okay. Next, gram ionic weight of azide ion is equal to, azide ion is N3 minus. Each nitrogen has 14 atomic weight. 3 nitrogens are there. 3 14. 3 into 14 is the gram ionic weighted. Now I want to calculate number of moles here. Number of moles is equal to weight by gram ionic weight, which is equal to weight 14 by gram ionic weight, it is 14. That is equal to 1 by 3 moles. 1 by 3 moles. 1 by 3 moles are there. No doubt we know 1 mole contains whatever it may be Avogadro number. N by 3 moles contains how many? N by 3 into Avogadro number is equal to ions. Therefore, number of azide ions in 1 by 3 mole is equal to 1 by 3 into capital N. 1 by 3 into capital. This is the number of azide ions. That is the number of azide ions. Okay. So, but one azide ion has 22 electrons. One azide ion has 22 electrons. Therefore, total azide ions, total electrons in 22 grams, 14 grams. In 14 grams azide ion is equal to 1 by 3 into capital N into 24 into that 22 into that 22. So therefore, this much electrons are present in this much 14 grams of azide ion. Now, is this clear? Is this clear? So I'm going to give one formula to this. Because why N is taken? So how many moles are present in it? Because we know 1 mole contains Avogadro number of particles. 1 mole contains Avogadro. Now in 14 grams, how many moles are there? So now first of all find out number of moles. So once we know the number of moles, after that number of ions I am going to count. Once we are going to number of ions, so number of electrons in each one is I am going to calculate it. Okay. So now finally Fifth one. Number of particles means electrons, protons, neutrons, something else, whatever you want. Number of particles is equal to, what is this 1 by 3 n? Small n into, this is capital N into, what is this 22? Number of electrons in one molecule. Number of particles in one molecule. So total number of particles is equal to total number of particles is equal to small n into capital N. It is number of moles, it is number of ions. Number of ions into number of particles in one molecule is equal to, why n is not taking in total Z ions? Where I am not taking, this is n is taken. This 1 by 3 is nothing but n. I am taking n here. N taken here. You don't worry. So total number of particles is equal to small n into capital N into number of particles in one molecule. Number of particles in one molecule. If you want electrons, number of electrons in one molecule. If you want protons, number of protons in one molecule. If you want fundamental particles, what are those fundamental particles? Electrons, protons, and neutrons collectively called as fundamental particles. If you want fundamental particles, altogether electrons plus protons plus neutrons present in one molecule are taken here. One molecule are taken here. So whatever you want, that is multiplied with small n and capital N. That is multiplied with small n and capital N. So very, very, very important. So this is one more. So I am going to take one more problem. Calculate the total number of fundamental particles present in 3 grams of C12 isotope. Calculate the total number of fundamental particles present in, say, 3 grams of C12 isotope. Okay. So 3 grams of C12. C12 means, so its mass number is 12. Now you want to find out the fundamental particles. What are those fundamental particles? Fundamental particles are nothing but electrons plus protons plus neutrons. All together is taken as total fundamental particles. Total fundamental particles is equal to electrons plus protons plus neutrons. Now in C12 means carbon atomic number 6, mass number is 12. Because sometimes mass number of carbon is 13 may also take. That's why I'm going to clear. It is C12, its mass number is 12. Now in this, electrons is equal to its atomic number 6. Protons is equal to its atomic number 6. Neutrons is equal to A minus Z, which is equal to 12 minus 6, which is also 6. These are the electrons, protons, and neutrons present in C12 isotope. So that means altogether this contains 18 fundamental particles. Altogether contains 18 fundamental particles. Now, so total fundamental particles in 3 grams. So my apply it. So in place of number of particles, number of fundamental particles in one molecule. Now calculate. That is small n. So therefore, total fundamental particles is equal to number small n into capital N into, that is 18 here. Total number of fundamental particles. That is a small n. Weight by molecular weight. Weight is given 3. Molecular weight, atomic weight, it is atom. Atomic weight, that is 12. Weight by atomic. If atom is given, use atomic weight. If molecule is given, give molecular weight. Into capital N, into 18. into 18. So altogether, how much? It is by 4. So that is 9 by 2 n. 9 by 2 n. That much fundamental particles are present in this 3 grams of C12 isotope. 9 by, that is 4.5 n. So is this clear? If you want electrons, use electrons here. If you want protons, use protons here. If you want nucleons, nucleons means, so protons and neutrons are present inside the nucleus. That's why these are called as nucleons. So nucleons means just protons plus neutrons. Nucleons means just protons plus neutrons. That is nucleons. Okay. So if you want nucleons, that is protons plus neutrons. If you want fundamental particles, protons plus neutrons plus electrons. Okay. So please be careful. So this is all very important. Okay. Thank you. Now, so take your paper. So take one problem. Which of the following has okay, thank you, boy. Which of the following has more number of atoms? Which of the following has more number of atoms? Okay. Okay. What is that? Option 1. First option, that is 2 moles of methane. Option 2. 3 into 10 power 10 molecules of ammonia. Third one, 2.24 liters hydrogen gas at STP. Fourth option, 6 into 10 power 23 atoms of hydrogen. Which of the following has more number of atoms? Okay, number of atoms. Number of atoms means this is the formula you want to calculate. Number of small n into capital N into atomicity. First, okay, good. So 2 moles, that is, I'm using calculate here. So 2 into capital N into atomicity of methane. Methane is nothing but CH4. Now 5. It is 10 N. 10 N. This much molecules, that means already small n into capital N is molecules. Molecule is given, that is equal to 3 into 10 power 10 molecules into atomicity. Molecules into atomicity of ammonia. Atomicity of ammonia. Ammonia is NaH3. It is 4. It is 4. That is equal to 12 into 10 power 10. This is 10 into 6 into 10 power 23. Or simply n terms lo తీసుకొస్తే given number of molecules 3 into 10 power 10 by Avogadro number. వదిలేండి, that is simply సరిపోతుంది. So 3 into 10 power 10 molecules, that is 3 into 10 power 10 into atomicity is 4. This much molecules, this much atoms. Next, this is 2.24 liters of hydrogen gas at STP. So convert into number of moles. So number of moles 2.24 by 22.4. There is small n into capital N into atomicity of hydrogen is 200. 2. It is 10 times. That is 0.2 N. Next, this much atoms. This is N atoms. That is 10. Now the option is 1 and 10 atoms. Just calculate each and everywhere number of atoms by using this formula. So by using this formula, simply See here. If you calculate small n, that gives a number of moles. If you calculate small n, that gives a number of moles. If this multiplied with Avogadro number, that combination gives number of molecules. If this one is multiplied with particles, whatever you want, in one molecule, that gives number of particles. Small n.
Small n into capital N, number of molecules.
Capital N into number of particles in one molecule gives. His voice is coming. His voice coming. Hello, voice. Okay. Small n is equal to number of moles. Just if you want small n, the number of moles, small n calculate it. Small n is multiplied with capital N, that is the number of molecules. If those are multiplied with number of particles present in one molecule, whatever you want, that is calculated. So, okay. So, thank you. This is very, very important. So, like that, if here number of atoms are given. So, that's why this is the number of atoms. Number of atoms in one molecule is used here. Okay. Thank you. Next, one more problem. Which of the following has more number of electrons? Which of the following has more number of electrons? Option 1, 1 mole hydrogen gas. Second one, 3 into 10 power 23 molecules of nitrogen gas. Third one, 1.7 grams of ammonia. Fourth one, 5.6 liters of methane at STP. So once again, calculate yourself. Waiting for you. Option 2. Good. No doubt, that is correct. Option 2. Yes, 6. Okay. 1 mole hydrogen. 1 mole hydrogen means 1 into capital N into number of electrons in 1 H2. One hydrogen has 1 electron, 2 hydrogens have 2 electrons, that is 2, that is equal to 2n electrons. 2n electrons. 3 into 10 power 23 molecules of N2 gas, that is, first of all, convert into moles, that is 3 into 10 power 23 by 6 into 10 power 23, it is moles, into Avogadro number, that is molecules, into N2 contains 1 nitrogen has 7 electrons, 2 nitrogen has 14 electrons. Okay, so that is why it is, can say, n by 2 into 14, which is 7n electrons. 7n electrons. Yes, next. 1.7 grams weight is given, molecule is given, that is weight by molecular weight. Molecular weight of ammonia 17 into Avogadro number into ammonia, nothing but NaH3. Nitrogen has 7, each hydrogen has 1, 3 hydrogens, 3 plus 3, 1, that is, it is 10, 10, 10, 10 cancelled, that is n. N electrons here, 7n electrons here, 2n electrons here. Now 5.6 liters. So 5.6 by 22.4 into capital N. Methane, carbon 6 to 4 plus 4, that is 10. That is 1 by 4, 2.5 n electrons are available. 2.5 n electrons are available. Altogether, the greatest number of electrons is at second, option 2. Option 2. Okay. So this is number of electrons counting it. So similarly, number of other conditions are we going to calculate. Okay. So this is one more model. Next,